Have you ever wondered what a shotgun can do at long range? Today we're going to try and knock out this block wall from 300 yards away using a 12 gauge shotgun. So here's our cinder block wall. I used 12 blocks to make it. And behind our cinder block wall, I've got a 1/2 inch thick plywood board set up. Just in case something manages to actually make it through one of these cinder blocks, we'll have this plywood board set up behind it just to see how much damage or penetration we get after going through a cinder block from 300 yards. So that's our target, a cinder block wall with a 1/2 inch thick plywood board behind it. And I'll be shooting from way over there behind my sandbag wall, which is covered with that camouflage tarp, which is 300 yards away from the cinder block wall. And we're going to be using these 2 3/4 inch Winchester 1 ounce rifled slugs with my Mossberg 535 with a 28 inch smooth bore barrel. I'm not sure where to aim, so I'm just going to take some shots out there and see if we can get some good hits on target. See anything? Definitely didn't hit the block wall then.
Oh, I could see it all the way going there. That was low and right.
Low and right.
I saw that actual slug going. You hit the gong.
Really?
It's winging. I saw it. It looked like a curveball. It went, and then the gong swinging.
What?
I didn't see where it landed, but it was headed straight at it. Did you see that? Big
Yeah, I
puff of
saw it
dust
from
up
here.
high?
It went high.
I don't know, you might have hit it a couple times. That one hit just barely high and to the left. I saw the dirt. Right in front of it on the right. That one hit just to the right. I didn't see that one. Oh, right in front of it. Did you see it?
Yes.
The dirt come up? I don't see a hole. I think you nicked it. I saw white. I didn't see that one land anywhere.
Shoulder's starting to hurt from the recoil.
Yeah. Just high, just right over the top. I think that hit down at the bottom.
I hit the wood, huh?
I think the wood, yeah.
It went over and hit the wood.
Oh, right in front at the left corner.
I seen it to the right.
Yeah.
Oh, my shoulder.
To the right.
So from back there, I thought I barely even hit it, but it turns out I nailed it a few times. And there's slugs laying all over the place. Here's one. You can tell it hit the block wall because of all the white stuff on the front side. And those rifling grooves look pretty cool. And we got another slug laying right here. Another slug right here. It seems like all the ones that actually hit the block wall flattened out like this with the rifling grooves. That looks really cool. And there's a whole bunch of slugs laying right in front of the wall. This one actually didn't hit the wall, it hit the dirt. There's a chunk of a slug. Another chunk of a slug. But anyways, here's what the wall looks like now. It looks like we got 9 direct hits on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we also got a hit over on the side. And you can tell most of them didn't hit hard enough to actually penetrate, but they still hit with so much force they cracked the block. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one went through because it hit in between the blocks. Number 6, 7, 8, and 9. So most of the blocks that got hit are cracked at least slightly. And then we had a 10th hit right here on the side, which kind of just broke the side off. And if we look on the back, our blocks are cracked all the way on the back side too. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little split right there. So 5 blocks are cracked on the back side. So those slugs were definitely hitting with quite a bit of force. They just didn't have enough penetration to make it through. And another really cool thing, they only took a little chip out of the front side, but look at on the inside. So they just blew a massive chunk out of the inside, even though they only put small chips on the outside. Here's another one, the surface and the inside. That's just amazing, wow. And this block is cracked all the way to the back. And there's just a ton of pieces of concrete in the bottom of the wall where the blocks got hit. You can see a huge hole in the back of the block there. Another one right here, and another one right there. So I think one of our shots actually hit the gong right here on the top. And here's all the slugs or pieces of slugs that I found. So this is a 12 gauge, 1 ounce rifled slug after hitting a cinder block wall 300 yards away. All of the ones that are flattened like this are the ones that hit the wall directly. And I also found a few that just hit the dirt. So I shot 32 slugs altogether and I only recovered 13 of the projectiles. But it definitely seems like they were still hitting pretty hard over here. Still a decent little crater in the ground. Anywhere where they landed, still did some good damage to the ground. So these 1 ounce rifled slugs definitely won't go through a block wall at 300 yards. But they will hit it hard enough to crack them. I'm sure if we hit the same block a few times, it would just break the whole block into pieces. And we got hits all over the ground in front of the blocks. And we even got hits on our trees. That's what a 1 ounce rifled slug will do to a thick manzanita at 300 yards. And there's just a chunk of one of the blocks sitting on the top here. And we hit this tree twice as well. The slug hit this manzanita right there. And another one right here. So it definitely doesn't penetrate through a tree either, but it put a pretty big mark on it. And one of our slugs also went over our block wall and just directly hit our plywood board. And then it went through this board right here too. And we got a whole bunch of hits behind the block wall. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, there, and one all the way up here. So that was a really awesome test. We had better results than I expected. From way back there, I thought I was barely even hitting the wall, but I hit it like 9 times. Actually 10 times, including the nick on the side. It definitely did a number on my shoulder though. Pretty brutal recoil, and that's just the 2 3/4 inch version. But anyways, I had a lot of fun making this test. If you guys like this, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you can, and make sure to check out my Facebook page. I post short little shooting clips on my Facebook that you guys might like, so make sure to check that out if you can. And if there's any other kind of tests you guys want to see, make sure to let me know. If you want to see some Sabo slugs versus a block wall at 300 yards, I can do that next. But anyways, that's all for now, and as always, thanks for watching.